Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Z, and I'm one of the instructors, facilitators here at Twin Cities Rise. And I'm here to give you a tour of how to use this new participant virtual classroom that we've created to move a lot of our learnings out to the internet so you can have access to them, continue to learn, continue to move forward with your goals. First, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on. Um, I think for everyone, we all know that the world changed virtually overnight. 3 weeks ago, things changed. They're going to continue to change. One of the things we talk about at Twin Cities Rise is about the new economy, about how technology was really driving a lot of things and how workers and workplace expectations were changing. And that really came to fruition with this whole coronavirus um, pandemic that we're experiencing today. But one of the things I want to tell you is that just because we aren't able to necessarily be with you there uh, personally and in person, I will tell you that Twin Cities Rise, our original mission and our goals for you have not changed. Just how we're approaching them did have to change. We had no choice with that. We always talk in the new economy about these 21st century skills. One of those 21st century skills is that the workforce today needs to be agile, needs to be flexible, and needs to be able to move from one thing to another very quickly. That happened 3 weeks ago, and that reinforces these skills that are so important in this new economy. The one thing that I will tell you again, that our mission of achieving changing lives through meaningful employment has not changed and will not change. Just how we do it has to be in a little bit different way. We always talk about in personal empowerment about cognitive restructuring, changing the way that we think. This is a perfect example of how we need to be able to change the way that we think and look at the world. Another thing we talk about is the locus of control. What can we control and what can't we control? We cannot control what is happening around us with the pandemic, but we can control how we react to it. And that's what we're doing at Twin Cities Rise. So I want to tell you and reinforce to you that your coach is there, your employment specialist is still there, your resource support team is still there. We are still here from an education and training standpoint, but we're just going to be doing it a little bit different. The heart, the love has not changed and won't change. So I'm going to tell you what we've done. We've moved a lot of things, as I said, to create this new website for you. And I'm just going to take about 10 minutes to go through the site with you to show you how it works, provide a little bit more context for you. So when you go to neweconomylearning.com, you're going to be coming to this page. And we provide a lot of different, basically, how to use the site and whatever. If you want to read it, fine. One thing I'll tell you is, again, whenever you see the question mark with the little guy thinking, just click on it. There'll be another video. Could be me, could be somebody else, to provide you a little bit more perspective as opposed to just going to a site and trying to figure it out yourself. We want to help you do that. So that's the purpose of all these. You'll be seeing these throughout on most of the pages as we continue to build this out. The site is very easy to use. It's basically right across the top here is where you're going to be going to get to where you want to go. You're going to be mostly in this column right here. So you go to TCR participant information and classrooms, click on that, not down here, up at the top, and you're going to be brought to an information page for yourselves. So if you ever want to know what's going on, are you guys open? Aren't you open? What's happening? We'll post this out here to give you information. We've got resources here that you can use. And another little trick for this site is whenever you see something in red, you can click on it and get some additional information. So for housing and shelter support, let's click on that. And here is a lot of the information that Tanika and our resource team has put together to provide resources for you as well. We've got some other links. We'll continue to add to this. You can click on the links. It'll take you right to different pages. What this is just what we call a portal. We brought a lot of information together for you to be able to use to continue to explore, continue to learn, just like you were in the classroom with us. We do have a link to our Facebook page. They do a wonderful job keeping things updated here. So you can click on that, go right to our Facebook page, and see the posts that are that we post out there daily. So that's kind of, and there's a little video of Tom, our CEO, that you can watch about what Twin Cities Rise is all about as well. So anything in red, click on it, or pictures, click on it, and that'll bring you and organize to a different website. So you're up here right now in this first part. Now let's go down. These are all of your classrooms. Personal empowerment, living your mission. Building your 21st century skills. Your interviewing and career path. Technology, tools. I will tell you here that even when things go back to whatever normal is going to be, technology, getting familiar with it is going to be more important than ever. I'll tell you personally, in the last 3 weeks, I have learned more about technology than I had my entire life, about websites and cams and virtual meetings and all of these things. That will be the new normal. So just get familiar with it. And one of the things we always teach as well is that technology, a lot of it is in your head. You got to change the way you're thinking. I'll tell you from experience, a lot of this stuff, once you get used to it, it becomes very natural to you. So it just takes practice. Remember, we talked about practice, practice, practice. We've got some assessments here. Career Club, if you've already been through the program, you're just working on your meaningful job search, that is here. And then we've got some other links. But I'm going to go through each one of them real quick with you so you can see. You can go to the Emotional Intelligent Personal Empowerment web page. And this is what is going to be so important for everybody. We always talk about you can learn stuff, but you need to apply it. That's what personal empowerment, emotional intelligence is really all about. We've got the 4 building blocks of emotional intelligence. That's self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship management, all of the things, again, that are important from an emotional intelligence perspective to keep in mind of being, because employers want employees who are self-aware and can work well with others. So along those lines, you need to be able to understand who you are, what controlling and managing, or what we call regulating your emotions, being aware of those that are around you, and then how do I work those relationships, personal and professional, to be advantageous to me where I want to go. So we've got the 4 different building blocks here. You can click on any of these for additional worksheets. And what we want you to do with these too is you go through these, reflect on them. You do not need to print all this stuff out. Thing I would tell you, grab a notebook. Just start writing down notes to yourself about when you get into emotional regulation. What is it? There's exercises here to be able to do that. You've got video links that you can go and watch videos to kind of, again, get these concepts, just getting understanding. How do I regulate my emotions? The stop and go technique is built in here. And again, these are concepts to learn, mainly concepts to apply. Talk these over with your coach. Talk these over with your employment specialist as well as you're going through the sessions. But the emotional intelligence piece, really important to kind of go through. You can look here on some of the narrative around it, click on the worksheets, and you can get a very good understanding of what the different concepts are and how you're going to apply them to your life. We've got a section down here on developing your personal mission and your direction, your goals. Um, Different videos here. You can click on the video, watch the video, take some notes as you're walking through. This one, Simon Sinek, this is the third most watched TED Talk of all of them that are out there. About why we spend so much time doing all the stuff, all the activities, and we don't focus on why we're doing it in the first place. That gets in, again, to your personal mission and your personal direction. Um, so that's the one page, the first classroom. We're going to go up here now to building your 21st century skills. And again, you've got videos that you can watch here. This one is one we talk about. Can you really teach yourself to be self-confident? One thing I will tell you as well, sorry about this, skip the ads. That's the nature of websites today. But just go through, you have to kind of go through the 3, 2, 1, then skip the ads to get to the videos. We put some of our favorites out here. We've got also a 21st century skills inventory that you can take to find out what are my 21st century skills, what are the ones that I'm really good at, and what are the ones I need to work on. These are great coaching tools, things to talk about with your coach, talk about with your employment specialist, so that they can, again, understand all of this to be able to move you forward in your meaningful employment goals. We've got 10 rules for success. One of my favorites, I love these, that you can watch the different videos because it goes along with your mission statement of what are my main 10 rules for success. Watch the videos, take some notes. You can click right here to get your own worksheet and be able to create your own um, 10 rules for success. Great tool to talk with your coach, talk with your employment specialist. This gets into a lot of the interviewing. Again, the infamous click on the video. Yes, the dreaded tell me about yourself, the elevator story. Here we'll have another, this is about your career path project that you can work and you can download. We'll have another video up here that'll walk you through that in a little bit more detail. But this is basically taking everything that you have learned and putting it into one place. Again, you don't need to print it all off. If you want to, that's great. You can move it and save it to your own computer. But write notes. Just put it into a notebook. Understanding the interview process, using STAR stories. We've got some great worksheets for you here. And practicing interview questions as well. So that interviewing piece in your career path, really important. Then we've got technology. A lot of things out here to help you build your technology skills. We use typing.com in the classroom. You can actually click on here, go right to typing.com, log in, and you can do it just like you would have been doing it sitting in the classroom with us. And we've got a little worksheet, same worksheet here. Also, we've got things to help you through with, understanding Microsoft Word, understanding Excel, PowerPoint, some of these things. You don't need to go through all of them, but one of the things we want to emphasize, resumes are so important. And also job applications online are so important. We don't want you to have to spend an hour to do what should take 15 minutes. Click on here. You can watch the videos for Microsoft Word. Go through that again. It's self-learning, self-teaching. Email communication in this new economy is going to be the real thing now. So we've got a section on email, Gmail, how to use it as well. We've got a section then on assessments. So if you wanted to go in and take your ONET, you get your Holland codes to kind of match what am I good at and what do I like to do as opposed to the jobs, you can go right in here. And here I would suggest to write it down. Write it down and share it with your coach, share it with your employment specialist. This will help them to guide you in achieving your meaningful employment goals. Last one here is two more. Career Club. We've got it for those of you who have already completed the main program stuff. We've got your what we call Career Club, which is really taking everything that you've learned and now what's my strategy? We've got a meaningful employment strategy right here that you can download to give you all the steps that you're going to be doing and sharing this definitely your notes with the coach on, here are the issues I need to take care of at home. Here are how many applications I'm going to be focusing on. I need to work on my interviewing skills. You can go back to these other pages and refresh. So again, very important there. Last thing is your other videos that we've got, and we'll keep building this out a little bit. But if you wanted to do, go to Khan Academy for some additional learning, we've got links there. We've got one here for kids, actually for anybody who wants to work on their math skills. Go in and take these. These are all linked together, and you can use all of this information. So again, what we have designed here is to help you continue your learning, putting some of the best stuff that we've got out that we've done in the classroom and putting it virtually online. Use it, have fun with it, ask questions when you've got it. That brings up another thing. If you do have questions, go to contact us. You can write your name, email, and your questions here. Those come right to us, and then we will respond back to you. So don't ever feel like you are alone in any of this stuff. And I think in summary, I do want to say that Twin Cities Rise is here for you. And we are not going away. Our mission is not changed. We are there to change lives through meaningful employment. Just how we're doing it is going to be a little bit different. Use your mind, use your thoughts, enjoy yourself, be safe out there, and come back and visit us at neweconomylearning.com frequently to continue on your journey.